everyone. Welcome you all to Imagination Gallery. Here we try to show you different types of drawings and stories behind it. So if you are an art lover and wants to know the unknown facts, press the subscribe button now. Now let me introduce you to today's topic. Today in our world tour series, we will traverse and illustrate the country known as the land of eternal blue sky and as the land of horse. It's Mongolia. So keep an eye out till the end of the video to see this beautiful painting and listen to the stories behind beautiful Mongolia, the place of Genghis Khan, Mongol Empire. Friends, it's been a long time now we are doing this world tour series and we have traveled through so many different places, countries, culture, their people, their lives, and of course this is all through virtually colors and canvas. And no matter where we go and no matter where we fly, history wants to call me closer so much, One such place is Mongolia. Today we will see and draw a glimpse of such a nomadic life in Mongolia. For all used materials in the drawing, I have used here in this drawing, if you want to see, you can see the description box, you can have a look at there. And now I can't wait and just want to start this over. Let's begin. As I say, you all know that let's know about Mongolian art first. Most Mongolian art, has been inspired by Tibetan Buddhism or shamanism and resembles Tibetan art also. Artworks include golden Buddhist icons, Tibetan style frescoes, pictorial applique and shamanist masks and implements. Much of Mongolia's old art has been lost although. Fine arts of Mongolia are very famous for its incredible paintings. Cave paintings aged 3 to 8,000 years and found in the Khoid Shenkher cave, Munkhan Shomon of Hovd Aimag, are considered the first works of art discovered in the territory of Mongolia. The history of art and architecture of the Mongolian Empire begins in the 12th century and at later times it was influenced by other nations also. Friends, Mongolian painting, began to develop more than 2,000 years ago from simple rock drawings. Uyghur paintings of the 8th century prove that this art was flourishing in Mongolia and Asia long ago. Buddhism was the main theme of the painting and it developed into a fine art form later. V. Sharab is the painter who linked the old with the new in his art. The Mongolian way of life was depicted in his famous work One Day in Mongolia and other various portraits as well. At present, new and different artistic trends are emerging and creative young artists are developing the national art. And my painting today depicts the daily life of a Mongolian nomad. Mongolia, the country, located in North Central Asia, located between Russia to the north and China to the south. Deep within the interior of Eastern Asia, far from any ocean. The country has marked continental climate, with long cold winters and short cool to hot summers. The Mongols are quite homogeneous ethnically. The distinctive feature of countryside is yurt or jer, they called it jer. The traditional Mongolian dwelling still used widely by herders, which provides warmth in winter and coolness in summer. It is a circular wooden lattice-walled structure with felt insulation and a broad conical roof resting on poles, the whole covered with white canvas. It is light, strong and easy to assemble, transport and re-erect. Friends, the territory of modern-day Mongolia has been ruled by various nomadic empires, including Xianbei, Jiangong, the Rohan the First, Turkic Ganganate, and others. In 1206, Genghis Khan founded the Mongol Empire there, which became the largest contiguous land empire in history. His grandson Kublai Khan conquered China to establish the Yuan dynasty. After the collapse of Yuan, the Mongols retreated to Mongolia and resumed their earlier pattern of functional conflict, except during the era of Dayan Khan and Tumen Zasagd Khan in 16th century. It would be easy to, at first glance, when you look at them, think of Mongolia's nomads as somehow old-fashioned or impoverished. But that would be wrong. They live on the land not for necessity, but because of choice. This is a Mongolian way of life, and these people are backbone of the country's heritage. If you look around their tent, or they call it jar, it's clear to see that this is a home. Comfortable couches covered in rugs, a small cupboard, a table with a family photos there, a wood stove, and even a fridge and a television also somewhere. For a nomad, a jar is not temporary, even if the location is. The easiest way to think of Mongolia's nomads is as animal farmers. But because the harsh seasons of the country mean dramatic changes in the weather conditions and food availability, these farmers move locations throughout the year to the most appropriate spots. In winter, they often move in front of a mountain for shelter. In spring, it's closer to a river. In summer, right next to a river for water supply. And in autumn, up a hill to collect hay from winter time. Most nomads move at least 4 times a year, but some might move up to 30 times also, especially if they have a lot of animals to eat through the available food quickly. Mongolia is in a period of rapid change now. It's becoming increasingly urbanized as more and more of its citizens move to Ulaanbaatar, seeking an education and a professional job over the traditional nomadic life. Now, friends, we have talked so much about Mongolian nomadic people, Mongolia, and how they are like kind of things. But for those who less known about this country or just listening to it first time, Mongolia is a land of vast, unspoiled wilderness for a long term known as the end of earth. A country where 30% of the population live in nomadic tribes, from the mountains of the north to the Gobi Desert, singing sands in the south. The Mongolia is famous for its iconic natural formations, dinosaur fossils, wildlife, birds, and camel herding nomads. This exotic place has been captivating explorers, paleontologists, travelers, and photographers for many decades. And our World Tour series will continue. We will continue to search this happiness and joy just to share with you all. Let this be one family. Let's color the life with Imagination Gallery. Hope you liked and enjoyed today's exploration of Mongolia. Convey your feedbacks and suggestions about our drawing session here in the comment box. If you like our drawing session and you want to know about different paintings and stories behind it, then do not forget to subscribe our channel. Here's wishing you an amazing week. Stay safe and take care. Bye bye.